There was no doubt in my mind
Yeah.
that I was going to go to the major leagues. Like, no doubt. I had already been there.
You visualized it.
I was already there.
Yeah. Welcome to the Alfi Podcast. This is your host, Dr. David Alfi, where every week we deep dive into how you can be the best version of yourself, tap into the ultimate human performance, and the number one biohack, breathing and sleep with jaw alignment. If you or someone you know is struggling with TMJ, jaw pain, headaches, neck pain, tension, brain fog, if you're tired, fatigued, use a CPAP. If you snore, you want to get off a CPAP, call us 713-489-6984. You can also email info@alfioralsurgery.com. And don't forget to share, comment, like, subscribe, and we'll see you here at the Alfi Podcast. All right, welcome to the Alfi Podcast, episode number 51, with a special guest. This is José Cruz Jr.,
Thanks for having me.
former Major League Baseball player, 12-year career, snubbed in 2001, should have been an all-star,
Should have been.
right?
2000 had a chance too.
2000. But one of the bigger snubs in MLB history.
I'll take it.
You'll take it. A family legacy of Major League Baseball players. Your dad was a legend here in Houston. You had a really successful, legendary career in multiple teams. We'll talk about it. And now you have two sons that played at Rice University.
Mm-hmm.
You have one that's on the Detroit Tigers right now.
Yep.
And probably going to be called up to the majors.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah. So 3 generations of Major League Baseball players.
That would be
Very
great.
few families have done that. So we'll talk about legacy. We'll talk about leading young people and passing on work ethic, discipline, success, which is not an easy thing to do.
Mm-hmm.
I'm always interested to talk about biohacking at the highest level. Major League Baseball player, professional athlete, head coach for a D1 team with a major program here at Rice University. There's no doubt that consciously or unconsciously, you and your family are amongst the best biohackers out there. So I do want to talk about that. Breathing, mindset, leadership. You guys don't want to miss this episode. And we'll talk about some baseball too. So welcome to the studio. Thank you so much for coming.
I'm excited, man.
Good. So we'll start with baseball. We'll warm up with that. Your dad obviously had a huge influence on you. He was a star, and you grew up here in Houston while he was a star. What was that like, playing baseball in high school? And
as luck would have it, we do have the same name. So it was younger me was definitely, I wouldn't say embarrassed, but it was more, I would cringe a little bit because of the name recognition. I just didn't like the attention of it. Mm-hmm. That was always a little bit tough to deal with at first. And then later on, as I kept going in high school, it was nice. I mean, as far as you do get a look, but there's double edged to that. Because also it's like, oh, you're José Cruz's son, so way more is expected, right? You should be the best this, the best that. Mm-hmm. So that was the part that was difficult, or could be difficult, depends how you looked at it. And I was a late bloomer, so nothing really. I was an afterthought in many ways. It would be so interesting to see what I would be like nowadays here, because it's just like I don't know if I'd be recruited. It's the way that recruiting has changed. But for me, I was never in competition with my father. I think he retired when I was 14 years old, and I think he needed somewhere to let out his energy, and I was at that point in time in my life where I was really ready to absorb it all.
That's awesome.
I had tons of energy. I mean, I can't tell you like the amount of fields that we hit all over town trying to find a place, and how many fly balls I got.
You loved it.
Oh, it was great, man. It was great. So it was like we went at it. People would always think we're arguing, and it's like, no, that's just how Puerto Ricans talk.
That's what I hear.
But it was fun. Never in competition with my father. I think that was a big deal. because I was very grateful for the opportunity that he gave us and he provided for me to have a particular stage to be able to try and succeed, and I worked really hard at it, and thank God was fortunate to make it a career.
So did he force baseball on you at all, or this was all just you looked up to?
No, my mom actually was the one who signed me up for baseball because she needed to get me out of the house. That's how I started. Right. She needed to get out, and then it was just funny. I always laugh because my dad sometimes when I have terrible games or whatever, and it'd be like, hey man, you might want to start focusing on your school, work on science, get into science, do things like that. I don't know if baseball's for you.
You need a plan B.
Yeah. Baseball was my plan B.
Right.
I needed to study or plan A, but so things like that happened. But it was part of my life.
Yeah. Was he a big part of coaching you during your development?
I would say so. I'd say the biggest influence in it all. Yeah. I mean, he's a very fiery guy. I think very determined, always very positive, very he always very few people that I've ever met in my life had more self-belief in themselves than my dad.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So I mean, he was that, and he's still that.
Yeah.
To this day, he just believed in himself so much.
I love that.
And that was a thing that he instilled, and it was just, get after it, fight for it, be aggressive. It was like, it was funny because I was doing a Hall of Fame speech for the Southwest Conference, which, I was grateful to be inducted in, and that was the conference that Rice was in when I played. And I was talking about the influence of my father, and then I said something in the speech, and it was just funny because it was just kind of just came out. But what he instilled in me was it was like hustle, hard work, and have fun. Those are the three things that for him and I didn't even think about it until I gave that speech, and it just came out, and I was like, whoa. And I always kept, I kept that from there on out as far as, what I learned or what he instilled in what we were doing. It was always have fun with what you're doing. And there's something to that.
100%.
Love what you do, you can interpret it however you want, but it's just like, if you have a passion for it, right?
Yeah.
Does it really work, right? So you can just keep going and go a little further.
Yeah, that's a really interesting point. Hustle, hard work, and have fun. Because have fun, mindset is so important. We talk about mindset a lot here. Mm-hmm. And, you talked about positivity, optimism. Mm-hmm. I think those are really important.
Big time.
Ingredients to success.
I mean, if you don't believe in yourself, who will?
Exactly.
Right?
You have to. And then the having fun, I think that goes along with having gratitude or appreciation. Mm-hmm. Because you have to appreciate where you're in to have fun, kind of live in the moment.
That's it. And I mean, you can learn it. I think, yeah,
you can.
My whole, I had quite the journey, right? And it was just, I was thrust into Rice, and I started switch hitting when I was there, and just things started happening for me the moment I got there. So grateful to really to be able to have decided and chosen to go to Rice and get any opportunity from Rice to go there. Mm-hmm. And then all of a sudden, here I am. I'm 21, and I get picked in the draft. I'm the third pick in the draft, and it was just crazy, right? And then it's just like you go to minor leagues, and I went to high A, so I was pretty high immediately when I got called up, and it was so hard.
Yeah.
You're like, whoa, this is different. This is impossible. What the heck? Everybody throws hard, and there's no breaks, and even then, if like for me, I didn't think I did great, and I look back at how I did my first time, and I did really good,
really well.
Yeah, I was like, but I didn't know. I mean, I struck out 4 times in a game. I'd never done that before.
Right.
I mean, it was just like
you got different pitchers.
Oh
now.
My God, it was incredibly difficult.
Yeah.
Went to Puerto Rico and played winter ball. My dad was a manager at the time. I mean, we had a pretty good team. A lot of major leaguers, including like Ruben Sierra, Jorge Posada, Orlando Merced, just to name a few that were already there on a team. And I'm playing with all these guys, right?
Yeah.
I mean, and I remember, man, I got served, man. I hit like 190 that year. It was very hard.
Yeah.
Played good defense, but it was very hard, right? And then we go to the next spring training, and I'm playing with all these it's my first major league spring training, man. It is with Ken Griffey Jr. and Alex Rodriguez, right? Randy Johnson's on the team.
Yeah.
Edgar Martinez. It is a who's who in many ways.
Is Ichiro there yet?
Not yet. He was he got there in 01.
Okay.
So this is probably 96.
Yeah.
And it was just, you go there and I usually in my life, especially in the last, like when I was 20 to 21, 22, I was usually the fastest or close to the fastest guy on the team. I probably had the best arm, second best arm of the team. I had the most power, the second most power. It was like one of those.
Yeah.
And when I got there, I mean, I was probably the fourth or fifth fastest on the field. And I was like, some of these guys. I remember Ken Griffey, when I saw him throw for the first time in an infield. I mean, I was like, I ain't never seen nothing like that. And he wasn't even the best arm on the team, And then Jay Buhner was throwing cannons, and we had some other guy that never made it, Dominican outfielder that I remember. He threw like anti-gravity balls. The balls did not ever land. They never fell. They just stayed like straight all the way home. And you're like, you're like throwing rainbows. And what the heck's going on, man? Guys are hitting bombs everywhere. I mean, everybody's like. This
is 96.
This is 96. So imagine there's 9 outfielders out there, right?
Yeah, this is a tough era to play baseball.
It was crazy.
When was the steroid era?
I was through it, right? In the middle of it.
So you're dealing.
I'm in the middle of it, right? And I'm 6 foot, and I'm moving around, and I'm like, all right, 6'4", 6'3", 6'3", 6'2", 6'1", me, and another guy that's like 5'9", and you're like, I was like, what in the world is going on, right? So it was definitely eye-opening for me, that whole thing. So that was like, whoa, all right. But then I did well. I jumped up that same year. I jumped up AA, AAA, like in a year, and I did well. But then the next year, that's when I'm getting to it.
Yeah.
That's when it was like a struggle. I had an unbelievable spring training. And I didn't make the team. And I was supposed to make the team. Yeah. But it was business. I got my service time, what they call service time manipulation. So they're like, you know what? We'll wait 2 months to call him up so we can drag his free agency out. Right. So that happened to me. I mean, I'm one of many that's happened to.
That's interesting. So it's not even about baseball at that point.
It's business.
Yeah.
I didn't understand it. I was devastated, man.
Of course.
Devastated.
Yeah.
But I struggled. First month, man, struggled.
Yeah.
It was wet. I mean, I'm in Tacoma. It's rainy. It's cold. The field's terrible. My hamstrings are killing me. I can't. It's like, it is hard. And I met a guy named Rafael Colon, and he was the first one to really start talking to me about just mental, like preparing mentally, changing your mindset, like focusing certain way, thinking certain way. And then I got to meet Les Brown on a call, and we had a great conversation, and he said something to me like, I don't want to butcher it, but it was like, to get where you've never gone, you must become who you've never been. And that hit me hard when he said that to me. And 2 weeks later, I was called up. I got on fire. Really, from that moment, and that's when I started really not understanding, just more respecting and really searching out perspective, and just certain ways of thinking, certain ways of feeling, and stuff like that, to be able to just try and be successful. Because baseball is every day, man. Yeah, every day you're facing some other giant, and you're like, you better have your mind right, or it's easy to be bad in professional baseball. Yeah.
Very. I mean, from a sports perspective, you're one of the best in the world, and you succeed 30% of the time.
Yeah, if you're really good.
if you're really
good, 30% of the time you
that's
you
a
get
humbling
a hit.
Experience.
And imagine, man, you just gotta, and it teaches you. I know that as I progressed in my major league career, I didn't look at the results anymore. I thought to myself that the results came, and it was more like I needed to be prepared. I needed to prepare myself. I needed to put myself in a position to succeed more often. I just got to give myself more opportunities to succeed, and focus on what I could control. And what I could control was, trying to create the right timing and try to make the real solid contact.
Right.
And that's it. And that's all I can control.
Yeah.
And I focused my day on that more than if I got a hit or not.
That's an interesting thing you said, because I've heard a very similar thing from Roger Federer when he talks about, you win the point, you lose the point, they're all points.
Doesn't matter.
Right.
Yeah.
And obviously he said it a lot more articulate than
Yeah.
I did, but it's the same point. And then you hear Kobe talk about that a lot. Very similar to what you just said.
Yeah, he's like, I saw a lot of Kobe stuff. Very few times that I've ever cried for a guy, and definitely Kobe was one of them. It was just like heartbreaking, the whole thing, because it was like as he ended his career, he really opened up, and you really got to understand a lot of it way better, right? Yeah. And it was like, it was one of these wow type guys, and you only saw
because he had such a wall up.
Yeah, well, he was, he was just so in his craft.
Exactly.
That was it.
That's
craft,
all you saw.
Family. So it was really cool to see that, and then it was just like it was just taken. And it was unfortunate.
Yeah, I agree. So now you're called up to. You're in Seattle.
I'm in Seattle. Yeah, I'm doing well. Actually, things happen for a reason. I ended up meeting is now my wife in Seattle. She's from the area, and I remember, man, we had a date set up, and next thing you know, I'm traded. I got traded. Yeah, like a day before. I'm like, oh God. So yeah, man, I was gonna go. I'm walking up to the plate, and I get called back, like right before my at bat, and they tell me in the tunnel there that I got traded to Toronto, and I was like, what? And so it was like, again, heartbreaking for me, because as a young player, you think you're going to play for this team forever.
Yeah, it's got to be hard.
Right. And
you don't see it coming.
Well, I mean, there was rumors, but like the day before, the GM were like, no, he's untouchable. We're not trading him. He's staying here. And because I was a little like nervous about it. And then next thing you know, we ended up, we're beating the Red Sox in Boston. We're in the 9th inning. I think the bullpen was always the thing that was kind of like a question mark for the Mariners at the time. And they hit a grounder, I remember, to Alex Rodriguez. He throws it away. Then whatever happens, we lose. And the next day we fly out to Milwaukee. We're in Milwaukee. And sure enough, the next day they're like, you're gone. So it was just like, oh my God. But again, I'm in the big leagues. I got traded to another country.
Right.
But I had a bunch of young players with me: Sean Green, Carlos Delgado, Shannon Stewart, Alex Gonzalez. We're all there together. Chris Carpenter, Roy Halladay, Kelvin Escobar. Like, we're all young, right? And we're all together, and they're trying to put this team together. And that part was nice, to be able to get the opportunity to be in the big leagues, and have a career. So I was actually grateful. And I mean, one of my closest friends, still Carlos Delgado.
Awesome.
There I was just with him here like a month ago, but it was a blessing for me, really, in many ways. Both my kids ended up born there, and just got a chance to play and succeed and again have a career, man.
Yeah. Would you say those were your best years?
I'd say
in baseball.
My best years were in Toronto. Yeah.
Yeah. So I saw 2001. You had a 30-30.
Yeah, that was great
season, which is not easy to do.
So the cool thing was that it's you think, man, that I don't know if that's possible. And then either my first year or my second year or whatever, Canseco was in our team, Jose Canseco, and he was talking Sean Green into it, and Sean Green got 30-30, right? And I was like, okay. And so Sean Green was the first person in Toronto to do 30-30, and I was the second.
Amazing.
And I was I was going after it. I didn't know I was going to hit 30, but I was stealing bags, and I had like 19 bags or so. I think at the break.
I
something
looked
like
this
that.
up. It said you had 20 home runs and 20 steals at the break.
Oh, so there you go.
Which is why I said you were snubbed.
It was around there. From there,
awesome.
I got to.
So you're all over ESPN
I went to
at this
30.
point.
I got to 34 homers. I was at 20 something, and then boom, I'm at 34. And then I'm like, I got to get 30 back.
Yeah.
I'm tired. I'm like, I'm getting slower.
You're looking for it now.
And then, but it's like I need it. It's like the last homestand.
Yeah.
Right. I need it. And I remember I was facing John Rocker.
Mm-hmm.
And he was pitching, and he was, I don't know, at the Cleveland maybe.
Yeah.
And sure enough, man, first pitch, I had a base hit, and I'm like, I'm not wasting time. He's left-handed, so I'm like, he picked his leg up, and I took off. Fortunately, he threw home, and I just beat it. And then like a pitch or two later, I was like, I don't want to stay at 30. I want to make sure. And next, like 2 pitches later, I stole third. So I got the 31, I think. That's what I did. Boom, boom. Yeah.
At bat.
Same at bat. Very exciting and proud moment.
Yeah. That's amazing.
For me. Like something that it was just like seemed like a dream to be able to accomplish and be able to do it.
Did you go to San Francisco from there?
Yeah. I went to San Francisco.
Yeah.
I ended up signing as a free agent in 03. And again, I got to play with the best player in baseball, in my opinion, which is Barry Bonds.
I was going to ask you that.
He was amazing. Like, I think for me, he was the best player.
He's the GOAT.
The best player.
Yeah.
Best player I've ever seen. Smartest player I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Like, he was brilliant. Like, he was ahead of the game. Understood a lot of things deeper than most people. Yeah. And his mechanics were amazing. His on base percentage like 500 something. And he hit 44 homers in like 300 some at bats. It was something ridiculous. Yeah. You can look it up. I don't know, but it was just like
they couldn't pitch to him.
It was incredible. It was incredible, man.
How much was biohacking a part of the major league? Like define in terms of I'll define it. So, hours of sleep, quality of sleep. I'll go a list of them, and then I want to hear them. Diet, intermittent fasting, things like that.
I would say in baseball, the intermittent fasting, no.
Yeah, you guys are
for a position player.
Yeah.
Okay.
You have so
we
many
need calories.
Yeah.
Like we're at a calorie deficit.
Yeah.
Right. So you got to eat. I think definitely sleep is very important. Mm-hmm. You got to try and treat your body well. I mean, the old school baseball players, it was just a mess, right?
Yeah.
A lot of drinking, stay up late, wake up, do it again. Yeah. Right.
Yeah. You hear stories of like Wade Boggs.
It was incredible. It was incredible.
Like 50 beers on a plane.
Incredible. Okay. Yes. Incredible. So guys that can pound a whole case of beer and go across the United States on a plane without using the restroom, amazing.
Yeah.
Like it's some stuff that
you
don't recommend.
They weren't biohacking.
You don't recommend it.
Yeah.
But to have a long career and stay athletic and the whole deal. Yeah. You have to rest. You have to try and keep your flexibility. You have to be hydrated.
Yeah.
Your hydration's humongous. So flexible, hydration. You have to keep your strength up. Strength training. Baseball, again, it's every day, man. It's hard.
I mean, is this an individual thing? Like,
it's an individual thing.
Like you're focusing on yourself, or is there like an intentional thing for the organization? No, like you guys sleep.
When I played, you're on your own.
You're on your own. So this is
I
just
think
you.
As it's transformed a little bit more now in a positive way.
Yeah.
Some places, some clubhouses, if not most, have like quiet rooms. They have places where you can take a nap.
Yeah.
There's I've been to clubhouses. They have multiple, like almost like bedrooms where you can go close the door and sleep. Mm-hmm. There's infrared rooms. There's anti-gravity this, sauna that.
So they're doing it now.
All of it, man. Anything that you need for recovery. I mean, at the end of the game, at the end of the day, recovery is king in baseball. Yep. It's the king, man. If you can in a whatever, what's the chamber, in hyperbaric. Some people do that. I couldn't do it. Hyperbaric, I'm feeling my ears are going to explode.
Yeah.
But
ice baths.
Just, do what?
Ice baths.
Ice baths. All of that for recovery is great. So, I mean, the science is so much better right now.
Yeah.
And the diet and the timing of the food and the timing of the carbs and when you're going to hydrate or when you're going to take your electrolyte.
Right.
And when you're going to retake some of the electrolytes. And everything is timing. It's just the science is incredible right now.
That's now. Were you guys doing it then?
No, absolutely not. I mean, there's some sort of timing
with
different things, but it's just like I had the whole argument when my kids played at Rice so my kid arrives at 3 p.m. And he gets no food until after the game, and the game's at 6. He's done at 9, and so basically he eats at 2:30, right? Gets to the field at 3, and then all of a sudden you got nothing. Yeah. So it's like you expect him to be productive at 7 or 8 when he's at a deficit, right? It's like once you hit the deficit, man, it's not that easy to just I'm going to be back. No, it's like you have to time it properly. Yep. So I mean, those things like that are definitely they're key components, man, to being successful. For sure. Blood sugar, to be able to keep your brain, be able to focus right. I mean, those things are really invaluable if you want to succeed at the highest level.
How much of that did you get from your dad?
Not much. As far as the to eat well, yes. Rest, yes. Keep your legs up, yes. Yeah. My dad would tell me that all the time. Keep your legs up. Go to the room and relax. Right. Get it up. You want to have a beer? Great. But do it in your room. Put your legs up, and rest and get ready for tomorrow. Right. And then there's the day game, and forget it. It's like if you don't rest, man, and as you get older, it gets more difficult, man. Yeah.
Got to be a huge difference in people when they get into the league, the ones that are locked in and the ones that are partying.
Oh, there are. It's like all walks of life in every field. It's like everybody's a little different when it comes to that. I mean, there's guys that are ultra disciplined to the point of like psychoticness. Yeah. And then everything all the way to the bottom of the guys that don't do anything. And they're good.
How was Barry Bonds?
He was very disciplined.
Disciplined.
Like very. Yeah. The ultimate.
Mamba mentality.
The ultimate. Yeah. Like he's the elite.
He studied everything. He knew everyone.
You might think that he was, but he was on it. Yeah. He got there early. He got his workout in. He was prepared. He'd prepare himself mentally. He knew who his opponent was. He knew everything that was going on, and he was ready.
So when you see Barry Bonds in the steroid era, and he looks like a cartoon. Just huge.
He's big and jacked.
Big and jacked. How much of that is weight room?
I'm sure a lot of it.
A lot of it. I mean, he's there all day.
He was there a lot. He worked hard, man. He worked hard. And there's nothing I can tell you that all I saw is he worked hard.
Yeah.
Very disciplined.
Did you notice a difference with the pitchers in that era? Like Clemens and like these guys that are Schilling that we knew were taking steroids. Was it different?
It's hard for me to say. I never saw anyone take it or be like blatant like that. It's hard to say. Yeah. I know that there was a lot of pitchers that were pretty strong. Yeah. A lot of relievers that were beefed up. Yeah. Then who knows? It's like, what was it? Was it something illegal, or was it?
No, for sure.
Or was it a lot of beer? I don't know. You don't know. They did squats. Or I don't know. It's hard to say.
Did you want to be an Astro?
Yeah.
I know you ended your career with on Houston. The Astros.
That's right. I did. It just didn't happen. I don't know what timing was off. I'm not sure. But yeah, I definitely was always interested in coming down here. Yeah. And playing in the hometown.
I mean, you've had this wonderful career. You coached in the majors and at Rice University, and you have your sons who are playing baseball. What do you take from your career and from your childhood and then pass on to these kids?
Well, you try to do everything with the with the utmost integrity and do everything. Try to do everything just from the heart, like, and mean it. I mean, and they're also like my alumni, right? I graduated from Rice, right? So you're trying to, in my mind, these are my alumni that I'm trying to breathe different things in. And I think nowadays it's definitely there's some challenges, right? Yeah. Because you're dealing with the kids that are coming up now have had a completely different experience, a childhood experience than we did, really. It's a completely different world. I mean, they had to go through, the ones that are showing up had to go through the whole Me Too movement. Yeah. They had to go through the COVID thing. Right. They had to go through just a bunch of stuff, right? That's just like, it changes people different. And the perspective is different, right? So that experience is different. I mean, I grew up, 70s and 80s. What do you mean? You think I had no car seat.
Right.
Did we wear a seatbelt?
Yeah.
No.
Everything's
there was no
under a
seatbelt,
microscope
right?
now.
So
Yeah.
it was just like there was leaded fuel. It
Right.
was just a different
it's
time,
different
man.
time,
It was
for sure.
completely different. So that I don't know if I want to call it toughness or maybe perspective, or maybe it was just like, there was no ADD.
Right.
You just had a little piss and vinegar, and just, hey,
It's
man,
true.
you just sit down here and focus. Sit down,
Right.
right? You need to sit down.
Yeah.
And, maybe it took me a little longer,
Yeah.
right?
Right.
To settle down and do
Yeah.
it, but I did it,
Yeah, exactly.
right? Could have been diagnosed earlier, right? Might have helped.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, it's a lot different.
so it's that whole perspective is different on
Yeah.
top of the social media thing, right?
Mhm.
So social media is another animal
Yeah.
that you have to deal with.
Especially at that age,
Oh my God,
these
it's
young
crazy.
kids.
So in sports, and especially in baseball, there are 10,000 hitting gurus and fielding gurus and
Right.
pitching gurus, right?
Yeah.
So it's just like you're
It's a lot of
fighting
distraction.
that as well, because they find something that's convenient for them, or maybe makes sense for them, and then they're trying to do
Right.
these things, and it's just like
Oh, that's
it's
interesting.
not gonna work,
So
right?
it's like you can't. I mean, you have competition as a coach with the world.
From the social media, yeah.
Yeah.
Right. So then
That's
they have their
interesting.
own hitting guy, and it's just like, what are you trying to do? Like
Right.
for the kids, in many ways, they're looking at exit velo, right? For the pitchers, they want velocity.
Yeah.
So they're looking at these things, right? Because and it's, in part, I don't blame them in the part of that's how you get looked at, right?
Yeah.
So you get considered. A pitcher has to throw hard. If you throw 95, oh my God, people are going to be, if you hit a ball 105, 110, oh my God, how'd you do that? People
Yeah.
are going to want that. But so they're searching out. They're trying to get these personal records, right? The PRs,
Right.
and it's not necessarily good for the baseball player in the game
Right.
when you're maxing out.
Yeah.
Trying to hit a ball 110, but your mechanics are flawed. You're not able to be adjustable when you're hitting.
Right.
You create a giant hole
Yeah,
in
that's
your
interesting.
swing because you're trying to corkscrew yourself into
Yeah.
trying to get this exit velo. And the same with the pitching. It's like you're trying to throw as hard as you can, but you have
Right.
zero command.
Yeah.
And it's like you can't. You're behind the count all the time, and then you got to throw your 95 or 93 down the middle when
Right.
the guy's waiting for it.
Yeah,
He's
you're
gonna
gonna
hit
be
it.
walking. Or
Oh,
that.
they're gonna hit him,
Yeah.
man. So it's just like ball,
Yeah.
and it's right down the middle, whack.
Wow. Yeah.
So it's like it doesn't. It's not conducive
Yeah.
to being a good player,
Yeah.
right? So those are the things that you're fighting as a coach for the. I'd say more for the amateur guy.
Yeah.
I think the pro guy is a different story.
Mm-hmm.
I think they respect the fight a little bit more.
Yeah.
So some of the information that you're offering is more welcome to that
Right.
because they've already experienced certain things,
Yeah.
right? So it's a different story
Yeah. Also, a different generation.
completely.
Right.
It's crazy, man. Not only in the States, but also in the Caribbean,
Yeah.
right? It's just different. It's totally different now than it was 20 years ago, 30 years ago, 40 years
Yeah.
ago. Right?
When you're coaching, how much health mindset goes into that?
Lots for me as far as fuel, being able to time your food, the type of food you're eating, what you're drinking, how you're physically preparing yourself, how you're mentally talking to yourself.
Yeah.
All those things are very valuable, and you can train them. I mean, the guys have to be, at the end of the day, I can tell you everything that you need to do, but you have to have
You
that
gotta wanna do it.
self-discipline
Yeah.
to be able to do it and be
Yeah.
able to function under pressure.
Yeah, you can lead a horse to water.
I think, a lot of it has to do with self-discipline, right? At the
Yeah.
beginning of everything,
Yeah.
to be able to create consistency, consistent action, right? In order to have consistent action, you got to have self-discipline.
Yeah.
So it starts with that.
For sure. Were there like a top 2 biohacks for you?
Is visualization
Yeah.
one?
Absolutely.
I'm big on that one.
Yeah. Absolutely.
I think that in order for you to get there, you have to see yourself there.
yeah.
You have to imagine yourself there, right? And put yourself in the position, basically like a dress rehearsal in a
Yeah.
way.
I believe in that
You
for
you,
sure.
you dress rehearse and you put yourself there and you visualize yourself doing whatever it is. It can apply to everything in life.
100%.
So whatever it is that you're doing, see yourself there, feel it, smell it, hear it, have that same sensation like you won, like you bought the house, or like you, whatever it is, right? I think for me, that's a big one for me. I was always good at that part of it, always just had a good imagination. Yeah. I think it takes a good imagination to be able to create those feelings.
Yeah, I 100% believe in that. As a surgeon, visualize the procedure ahead of time, but visualize success. And I think those things are so important.
Yeah, even contingencies. Hey, if A happens, I'll do this. If B happens, I'll do that. If C happens, I do that. Yeah. And then it's like, okay, and then you go. Because it's like sometimes things don't go perfect, and you still got to manage, right? Yeah. So, I mean, it's part of the visualization, but I think the contingency of just in case this, just in case that, just in case that. It's like, I'm a big chess player. I love chess. Yeah. So chess is a lot of that, right? Yeah,
thinking ahead.
Yeah, you think ahead, and there's all kinds of contingencies. It's like, if this happens, then this is what I'm going to do. If this happens, this is what I'm going to do, right? So you already have a plan for different things, and you should hopefully never get caught off guard. Yeah. Especially if you're in a particular arena that's what you do.
I see a lot of professional athletes, they retire, and 5 years later they gain a lot of weight.
Seems easy to do.
Yeah, it seems like they fall off for sure, and I can see why it's easy to do, because you're training, focused, locked in business. Yeah. And then you finally have a chance to sit down.
You've been training. For me, I found I had a period of time there where I just didn't really train, and it was just like, what am I training for? Train for what, right? My dad one day goes, how about train for health?
He said that.
Train for your good health, right? Just do it because it's healthy and you should do it. And that was a good one for me. Yeah, to be like, okay, you're right. Good for your heart. It's good for your body. And then as you keep getting older, and I keep reading a bunch, and it's just like, you need leg strength and muscle mass. Yep. As the fountain of youth. Yeah. So get to it. Yeah. Right. Cardiovascular. Start doing some endurance. And there's so much good stuff to doing endurance training. I didn't appreciate it. Actually, my wife got me into it because she's hiked and she's done some big events. We do this 029 event. It's like you basically do this. It's called Everesting. And it's like, you basically go up and do like 30,000 feet of elevation gain in 36 hours. Oh, wow. And it's an event. And it's a whole community. It's wonderful. So she did it, and she did it twice. She talked me into doing it. And so I did it last year, and it was one of the coolest things. Cool.
Not here in Houston.
No, I did it in Mont-Tremblant. The one I did was in Mont-Tremblant in Montreal.
That's awesome.
It was amazing. And it was just like, so I got to really get into endurance training for that event. Yeah. And I think the mental clarity you get from that is amazing. Yeah. And the fortitude that you have to have in order to accomplish whatever it is. I didn't appreciate that when I was younger. I wish I would have gotten into that a little bit more because it is. I mean, I like it. I believe in it. I try to talk people into it all the time because it's like, I didn't understand what, hey, I'm going to go run to clear my mind meant. Right? Yeah. Take your headphones off and just go for a couple miles, maybe 3 miles, and then come back and see where you're at. Yeah. And I think it's a great reset.
How disciplined are you right now on your diet?
Diet wise, currently, not very much. Somewhat. I'm trying to reduce calories right now, but I'm still doing the exercises. I'm still doing the. I mean, today
you're active.
Today I did a 3 mile ruck run. So I jogged 3 miles with a 30-pound weight in my back.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I don't know if that's masochistic. I don't know if it's good or bad. But that's just today. Today is like, all right, let's just go. Yeah. And just to
Are you on the right track here?
This time I didn't. I just took off from the house. And just started running. Yeah. And I just kind of created this loop, and it was about 1.5 miles, and I'm like, all right, let's do it again. And sure enough, we finished it, and it was great. I mean, it feels good, man. Yeah. Those things suck when you're doing them, but when you're done, it's the greatest feeling, man. Yeah. You feel good. Your body feels good. Your body thanks you. Yeah. Right. And it's just nice. Like something, I like to do it early in the morning. It just feels like a great sense of accomplishment for the rest of the day.
For me, it's nothing more enjoyable than if I can have a day and go 2-3 hours. Oh, go hard. Physically, it just feels so good.
That'd be great. 2 hours. It's hard, man. You gotta really train for that because
Yeah.
I don't think people appreciate how hard it is to stay 1 hour on your feet,
Right.
and then stay 2 hours like moving like that.
Yeah.
It gets hard. 3 hours, oh my god.
Yeah.
How people do the marathons, my goodness.
Yeah.
That's a whole different story.
Yeah.
Ultra guys,
No, that's something else.
they're crazy.
They are
I mean,
crazy.
you're like, whoa.
They are crazy. That's awesome. How involved are you with your son's baseball career?
I'm involved.
Yeah.
It's like baseball is funny because obviously I've been working with him his whole life, right?
Yeah.
I know his swing and his everything probably better than anyone right in the world. So you don't know when you're potentially gonna say something that clicks, right? And this last year, we I've been telling him for a while to, hey, work out after the game. He used to try and work out before the game. He was very disciplined about his training.
Mm-hmm.
So he started to work out after the games, and then all of a sudden he started to get better results because he just wasn't fatigued. I mean, hitting is hard, man, and you got to be so precise. It's like if you're a little fatigued, you're not as precise. So he started doing really well, and then we went to AAA, and he was there. He's working his ass off. Say ass.
Okay. Yeah, all good.
His ass off, and so he's doing good. And I'm there. I went to go visit him, and I'm like, hey, it's great. You did all these things, but you can't do all these things right now and just play every day. It's like you got to save your strength, man. You do a little bit, get what you need to do to prepare yourself for the game to be successful, and get out. Get out of the sun, go in the back, and just hydrate and be ready for when the time comes for the game. And I don't know if he thought more was better. Right? It's like more is more. It's like, it must be good. And then he kind of slowed down with that, which is great. And then all of a sudden he started, catching a little bit of fire, and then he just took off. And he was just like understood the part about I'm going to limit. I have a limited amount of bullets that I can shoot, so let me just save these bullets for the game. Yeah. And he found something. So I mean, that was like something really like minute, but it was humongous.
Yeah, it clicked.
And he heard it at that point. So I think sometimes when you travel and you go see him, it becomes you can always leave a nugget, and you don't ever know when they're going to grab it, right? When they're going to grab it.
Yeah,
it's easy to.
And we recognize that in our own selves.
Oh yeah, man. It's like the one thing that I've learned, especially with young guys and as a father, it's like one of the things I was trying to do is if you can make it their decision, right? Then all of a sudden they're committed to it, and it's their decision, right?
Right.
You can't to do whatever. No. And then all of a sudden they're committed and they can do it, and all's good. And that's what you wanted anyway. So so you're, as a parent or a coach, you're trying to like, hey man, I'm offering this. Right. You should try it. Yeah. It might work. Yeah. And then if fingers crossed, hopefully it does.
Yeah. That's what I want to ask you, because it's very admirable, to see multiple generations continue to build and not lose. I mean, that's a very rare thing. In baseball, for example, it's very rare. Very. You guys are going to be one of 4 or 5.
Oh man, fingers crossed.
Families with 2 generations.
He's close, man.
In the major league. That's incredible.
Yeah, he's close, man.
But in business, you have a successful businessman, a successful doctor. You often don't see that translate into the kids. What would you attribute? Because what the Cruz family has done is really remarkable, and it's it's amazing what you did, what your father did, and now to see what Trey's doing. Yeah. What do you attribute that to?
Man,
as a father myself, what do I take from that?
That's a really good question. How do I answer that? I know I'll speak for me. Number one, I was never in competition with my father, right? I see a lot of that with father sons, that there's a competition, or oh my God, my dad was so good. I don't even want to do that. I want to go to another sport, or I want to just play the piano. Yeah. Right. Other kids try, and maybe they don't have the skills, or the determination, the grit of it, because it's hard, right? For me, I had a passion, right, for it. There was no doubt in my mind, that I was going to go to the major leagues. Like no doubt. I had already been there. I was already there. Yeah. Right. So I was never a doubt about that part. And thank God everything I made it a career, right? So I'm really happy with that. With my son, I definitely immediately told him you're not in competition with me or your grandfather. He wrote his book. That's his book. This is my book right here. And now you write your book. It's your book, right? That's your life. What are you going to do? Right? Yeah. How is this book going to go? What's the story going to tell? Everybody has a story. Yeah. And my son currently has a heck of a story. Yeah. So he was very disciplined, very passionate about baseball, right? He's very athletic. He did a lot of things athletically. He probably could have played D1 basketball, I would imagine. He was really good at that. So that was definitely a fight to get him away from from the basketball court. But he gravitated to it. He worked really hard. He was very visual, so he can imitate a lot of things when you saw it, right? Yeah. The fluidity of his game, if you see him, you'll understand. And then it just he worked hard, and he's kind of relentless about it. Very positive. We worked on the mindset a lot. We had similar. I worked with a mental coach during my career, and who's a mentor of mine, still to this day. And I got him to talk to my son, and so my son gravitated to him right away. Yeah. And was working with him, so he had a lot of the mindset to be able to focus on stuff we've talked about, which is like control what you can control. Yeah. Right. In everything we do, again, it starts with self-discipline, right? You go with the focus. You go with your optimism, your belief system, right? Relaxation, your ability to execute under pressure, right? And be able to think, of what you're doing and put yourself in the position. And then we train that. Like him and I train that. Manipulate your timing, change different things, be able to adjust, use different targets, look at different things when you're hitting, pay attention to this, pay attention to that, give them awareness to be able to succeed, right? So once you, I learned a really good word, and it's called automaticity. So in automaticity, it just basically means once you're in competition, the thinking and all that stuff, the excess thoughts are gone. Yep. It's just everything you've worked on, apply it here. Everything you worked on, apply it here. And you're working in that world. Yep. And that's what I was trying to do. I've been trying to get him there, and he did this year probably the best year he's ever had. So
that's awesome.
He was able to accomplish automaticity. Yeah, and it was very successful.
Yeah, that's awesome. Congrats on that.
Oh, thank you. Congrats. He's the one who did it.
Yeah.
Congratulate that guy.
I do want to pick your brain forever. We're running out of battery time on the camera. So
there's so much more.
There is so much more. We're going to have to do a part two. Yeah, which I might ask you to do.
Yeah, thankfully, we can come up with nearby.
A topic. I always end the podcast. I don't know if you've seen it or not, but we already said who's the best baseball player of all time.
Yep.
Barry Bonds. I always say Barry Bonds, but to hear it from the pro.
Barry Bonds, without question.
Yeah.
For me.
How about basketball? Who's your GOAT?
Man, that is a very, very controversial. I love basketball. My first love was the Houston Rockets, by the way.
Yep.
And it was just like I never stopped watching it. And I got my sons and I have a thing where it's like we want to watch all the greats live.
Yeah.
Right. So I would, if I had to pick one for me, man, it's probably, I would say, between Kobe Bryant and LeBron James for me.
Yeah.
I mean, Michael Jordan's there. You can always argue that one.
Right.
Always. It's like, you're right. You can always argue it.
Yeah, okay. He's got the case.
But I mean, it's just like, for me, it's like now knowing everything and how everything worked, I appreciate the Kobe Bryant phenomenon so much.
Yeah.
That I would probably go that route and go Kobe Bryant. I can't, anytime anytime there's an interview of Kobe Bryant
Oh, I
or a
love
podcast of Kobe Bryant or whatever, I have to stop
Yeah.
and I listen. So
I agree.
that's why I would, like, if LeBron was talking, I might pass, or Michael, with
Right.
with all due respect, you know.
Yeah,
but it's like,
of course.
when he talks, I stop.
Yeah.
So
he's different.
That's why I would say.
Yeah.
And he spoke multiple languages. I mean, it's like
Yeah.
it's
He's been
fascinating.
incredible. Yeah.
You know, so
Yeah.
that's why
Yeah.
I would probably
I
go that
agree.
route.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I've listening to him speak, like, you know, I loved him as a basketball player. Yeah, he was always my favorite. I grew up in Los Angeles, but then as I became a professional and a physician, listening to him speak, I appreciated it so much because I've never seen someone so dedicated to
It's incredible. It's
that
fascinating.
mentality. It really is.
You know what? It's like to know what's possible. Like, whoa,
Yeah.
that's possible to do that.
Yeah.
Okay,
And it's
okay,
almost when he's-
motivates.
Yeah.
It motivates you, man.
And it's like he's tapping into some different source, or to the source.
I mean, he won an Oscar, man.
Yeah.
Come on, how do you do that?
Yeah.
So it was
It's impressive.
incredible.
It's incredible. That's awesome. I appreciate it. Thank
Our
you so
pleasure,
much
man.
for coming. This
This
was
is
a lot
great.
of fun.
It was
A
great.
lot of pearls. We're all going to go raise amazing children.
Oh
After
man,
this,
good
I'm-
luck, man. There's no manual. Oh my God,
I know.
have two good people doing it.
That's great. I'm going to go try to hit a baseball now. I think I can visualize it.
Oh my God,
I can do it.
go golf.